Well, hello people, and welcome back to part 5 of our Manor Lords series on update 4. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Fields in Windfeld are beginning to be called now. We have some wheat growing here. Not in great quantities due to the dwindling fertility, which is something I'd like to address today. I would like to set up our breadbasket province alongside declaring war on Hildebolt, I think. So let's spend some time at Wildfeld. I hadn't realised that our tax rates from Treasury is actually now directly taken from regional wealth, but I'm pretty sure it used to be taken via the level of the burgage plot previously. That must have changed in a patch at some point. So today I'd like to upgrade the granary here, and also an extra worker in the large storehouse. So first things first for Wildfeld, I want to get a Lord's Manor built for these guys. And for right now, it can just go on the hillside here. We can probably afford a little wall here actually. Let's go ahead and draw a road. I think we'll just commit to the regular castle for right now. So this is going to allow us to tax this estate, which is wonderful. Which will then allow us to make treasury wealth from the huge regional wealth pool that Wildfeld has. So it should be quite nice. In terms of satisfying everyone here, they don't have a clothing supply despite the fact there are shoes here. So I think what we are going to do, I think this is a bug, I'm going to overstock the market in an effort to try and force some of these shoes out. We do have them in, but they're not making it to market basically. And there we go, that has fixed it immediately. We now have shoes over here. Cool, so that's going to get worked on. In the meantime, since the last episode, I have gone ahead and divided up the enormous vegetable plots that we did have into much more manageable fields. So they've all been divided up now into kind of 4 or 5 plots rather than one huge one. So this should make vegetables much more achievable for this province now, which is fantastic news. We did also have some burgage plots here that haven't been upgraded, so I think we're going to go for animal pens in pretty much every one of them, because we do have pigs down this way, and these houses here ordered some goats, which is going to help prop up our hide supply a little bit as well, which is dwindling. We are now also making wool thanks to last episode's sheep pasture, so we need to start processing that. So let's come into industry, and we want to grab our weaver's workshop, which will turn wool into yarn and be flax into linen. Flax will not be here for the considerable just yet. With this little space here, let's go ahead and squeeze in some burgage plots in here, shall we? There's some more people living around the foot of the castle. And making sure we have those artisan upgrades at the back is exactly what we want. Fantastic. Might even upgrade the well too. In terms of further development for Shaxpits, I would like to, I think, now relocate our logging camp out of town. Send this over here. So today's episode, I want to do quite a bit. I'm going to relocate forestry operations. Both woodcutters and planks are also moving out. Let's draw them little roads that connect onto the national road. Around the side there too. And then yeah, I want to start developing this bit over here. So let's bring our road tool down toward the river. And I just want some nice waterfront homes to develop along here, I think. And then we'll send that back up. And now we have this whole space that can be developed whenever we want to increase our population a little bit, which I would like to continue doing. In terms of army numbers, we're not doing too badly. I'd like to get the rest of the retinue in today as well, which we can have a look at. That should hope to be within our reach. In terms of trade here, I have realised there is a trade tab here. So we're making plus 359 gold, 5.5 grand export versus 5,000 import. So in terms of imports, the malt is by far costing us an absolute fortune. 3.5 grand has been spent on malt. Then after that, it's shields. In terms of exports, bows are by far and away our most profitable item, nearly 3,000 gold from the war bows. So I think I want to try reduce this price here today. So malt is pretty expensive right now. So I'm pretty sure we're starting to lose tavern supply for some of these level 3s as well, aren't we? Yeah, some of them aren't super happy with us. I think I want to reconfigure our booze supply. So let's come into trade. I want to stop importing malt altogether. That's absolutely fine. And then I would like to start importing barley for a slightly cheaper price. So let's go for, let's just say a nice 30. Keep 30 in at all times. But now we need a building to process this malt. So let's come back to industry. And then we want to grab our malt house, which will turn barley into said malt. And where do we want this? Somewhere in around our castle would be quite nice. Let me find a happy spot for it here, perhaps. That'll do. I've also come to realise that looking at our marketplaces here, they do have kind of a supply system now, kind of a supply capacity. So I've gone ahead and put much more families into the large granary here. And same with the storehouse as well to keep these stocked up. And we can also do the same over here as well. This market's starting to come into the red a little bit. So I'm going to up some workers into the storehouses and the granaries around here, I think. So otherwise, everyone over here is tremendously happy. How much do we have to pay this bill? 77 days, which isn't too bad. I really want to watch this manor get built over here. Making some decent money from trade now as well. We're not selling that honey. We could, because we're making an awful lot of it. So I think we will. Because this is coming from shack spits, this honey, of course. It's being sent via the pack stations, isn't it? So we'll do that. We'll do that. Well, tax has increased again, of course it has. Wonderful. How are you guys doing for animals here? I think I'd like to buy you another horse. There we go. So that'll keep funneling huge amounts of regional wealth in, which will be great. And then as soon as this is done, which we could do with a few extra farm hands on hand as well. I also wouldn't mind some extra fields here. We did discuss that, didn't we? I think we will do that then. Let's bring in a field. Now again, I would like to grow barley here. We do have yellow fertility, which isn't the worst in the world, but it's by no means the best either. So let's see if we can plot together some fields here. We'll start growing at least a small amount of barley in Wildfeld. We'll just fill this general space. This one's going to be the worst of the fields here. Cool, so crop rotation present on every field, of course. We're pretty familiar with our farming mechanics now. So first year, do barley. Second year barley. And then third year barley. Cool, so 1, 2 and 3 years. Yep, that's perfect. They obviously won't plough in the winter, but they will hopefully pretty soon. And there comes the Lord's Manor. Another one over here. So taxation will work by province. So we need to tax each regional wealth pool with a Lord's Manor, which should allow us to make significant more amounts of money with how much money this province actually produces, mainly due to the vegetables it's making. Wonderful, fantastic. So it's going to taxes. Again, you are incredibly happy. We could even go, do 15%. I think we'll do 15% there. Yeah, do 15%. Now, we also have a pretty incredible amount of iron ore over here. I know we are sending it to pack stations, but I think we can probably also process it here too. So, with this in mind, let's draw in a road. I envision our Lord's Manor will occupy at some point. We'll build the fences around there. And then I wouldn't mind a bloomery here. Start processing that iron. And I also wouldn't be averse to a hunter's lodge on the edge of town here too, with a view to eventually process that tannery if we are going to run into some clothing supply issues over here. And should we do some... I wouldn't mind some row homes for this district either. I really wouldn't. There's not an enormous amount of space for them. How about over here? Can we generate some row homes in here just for maybe a couple of artisans or some pigs or something? Let's do that. We'll have some pigs in there, I think. And we can start to see this area expand now. Super, so tax rates coming in there. There we go. 598 is wonderful. I would like to use that regional wealth to, sorry, not regional wealth, treasury wealth, to establish our breadbasket province, which is going to appear over here. Settlers camp. So, and there is our farming province here. Let's have a look at the fertilities, because we do want to plan this out a little bit. Mainly I want this to be producing barley. So all of our barley fertility is kind of focused around this main road, isn't it? We've got a little bit in the forest over here too. Why don't we set up our initial sort of township around here, right? Settlers camp. Let's throw that in. We'll just go for modest supplies right now. That's absolutely fine. And this region is now ours. Let's get them set up. So basic settlement, we want logging camp. We want a woodcutter's lodge. Granary, which we'll have right here next door to the storehouse. You're also going to want a well. There is very limited underground water over here. Let's have that there instead. Super. So I really want Ander to be our breadbasket province. This is going to be mainly built up of farms. Other little farming settlements. Good, you're already out of food. Holy smokes, you've only just moved in here. We will have berries. There's animals over here as well, isn't there, I think? Yes, there is. There is animals over there. We will also factor in the hunters camp as well. Stick this on the edge of town. Cool. So there's some bread in there for them. We will eventually be okay. Then let's get some burgers plots in as well, for which again I imagine we're going to have some vegetable plots just for some food variety here. So let's do... We can't even do too many yet, can we? Let's get the logging camp up first. Let's get you cutting things down. Get 2 families in there actually, because those logs are going to be important. We'll make sure everyone here is very happy. So I think we've also got rich salt over here as well, don't we? It's part of this province. Yeah, it's over there. Which isn't too important. Salt is used for making sausages, which can be nice food variety if you've got a lot of pigs, but we don't in our current configuration. So our well is installed. We've also got the Hunter's Lodge down there now as well, which would be nice when we need some food. But for the time being, let's focus on some houses here, shall we? Let's also get to that Woodcutter's Lodge going too, with our logging camp down. So there's a really cool position here for where I would like to put the Lord's Manor for this settlement overlooking Shaxpit, which I think will be quite dramatic, won't it? It's already looking so cool from up here, right? See all the farm fields over there now? Growing the villagers' food. Very sweet indeed. Very, very cool. Of course, you guys are also going to want your marketplace as well, so let's centre this pretty much in and around the storehouses is going to be fine. There's market stalls set up. That will allow things to get to said markets. And then we just got one more homelessness issue there. That's the last burgage pot to go up. And then we should be alright over here. New family members coming in. We did not leave housing upgrades here, but in all honesty, that's okay. Gives us that next province development point, which this one is 100% going to be specialised into farming, but which method we go down is quite important. Rye cultivation would be quite nice, but that's 2 steps away. And the heavy plough is very cool, because we can plough much larger spaces. So I'm going to get heavy plough first, I think, when we build up that farmhouse. I'll also want some more families around here too. So let's carry on with our burgage development. Let's do... I'll do 2 in this space. That gives us the extra living upgrades, which is really what I want. I should have made them in there, but it's fine. We've got plenty of room to play with here. There we go. Let's get them built. We are running out of food pretty rapidly here, so I'm going to kill the storehouse supply and tell them to start hunting. Let's get that working. Let's get them advanced area as well. Don't kill above 4. And then let's get this working. And we got a firing shack bits, don't we? Goodness gracious, the market is burning down. Holy smokes. You guys okay? There's a guy in the fire. Files his trousers. He doesn't seem to be phased. Should be able to get this bar pretty quickly. I say that as it's spreading. It's the first fire we've had of the series, isn't it? I think it is. Dear me. A requirement's not met. Yeah, so tavern supply has now ground to a halt. Where is our brewery? Here. Yeah, so there's no malt in there anymore. I think I might be inclined to buy the trading route for barley. I think I'm going to. Let's get that trading route established. And then we do have the malt house built now, don't we? Yeah. Let's get that working. These markets over here are absolutely fine. Plenty of people working around here now. Initial requirements for these folks have been met, which is what's important. The next point for Shatsbits is 3 level 3 houses. Again, which we can't upgrade these just yet because we've lost the tavern supply, but malt house is kicking in now. And there goes the malt, yeah. So that should now reinstate the tavern supply, which is ultimately what we want. Yeah, there's plenty of barley in there now too. Is it also coming into this granary? Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so the beer flow has re-established. This is wonderful news. Everyone over here, yes, we are totally out of food now, aren't we? They will come back in. There's also berries over here too, so let's go ahead and make use of those. And then once we've got everyone on an initial footing of happiness here, we can begin the farm. Let's kill the woodcutter's lodge now. We don't need those guys around there anymore. And we'll put them back into the storehouse. We've got plenty of firewood here, don't we? Yep, nearly 2 years worth. And then I want those extra living spaces done pretty much straight away too. We could even go for a little bit of veg at some point pretty soon. That regional wealth, or we could get the extra ox in, which I also wouldn't mind. In terms of initial happiness, we also need to look at church level. Which we can bring a church. We need planks for a church, don't we? We do. So let's also get the saw pit working. See if we can get that in there. And then we'll get the church done for these guys as well. There we go. Some food is starting to trickle in from the hunter's camp now. That will help a lot. Shaxpect is running out of fuel. Yes, you probably are, aren't you? That's because I not put anyone back into the logging camp, have I? I have not. So, yeah. Woodcutter's Lodge, 3 in the camp, and 1 in the saw pit. Get them back to work again. And food is sustaining about 6 months in the middle of the summer, which isn't too bad at all. Let's get those berries being collected over here. Now, we did also have a wonderful comment last episode about adding in a pasture around our berry bushes to protect them from being felled. Which is what we'll do. Yeah, there's the berry bushes there. Got little raspberries on them. Very nice. Very cute. And I wouldn't mind another forager's hut as well, actually. Or another herb garden. So I think I'll build that over there next door too. Here we go. Here's the first vegetable harvest of the new plots now. So we've got one over here. In terms of people working it, some are ploughing by hand. My primary concern here is that they just get them harvested. It looks like they're doing not too bad a job of actually doing that. The firewood really needs to get back in. Do we need more families over here? Woodcutter's Lodge. Do you guys want to come start cutting wood? Ooh, band of raiders. Dear me indeed. Dear me. Where are you guys coming from? Where are you attacking from? My unit's been spotted over here. Really? Right by my new farming province. Of all the places. Where are they going to come from? This could be bad news bears. Let's summon our forces. I'm going to assume... Can I bait them over here? I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. Rio needs to keep... No, yeah, they're coming over here. I need you to expand and then grab all of them again. Rally them over here. That is a sucky spawn for them. Are you being serious? They're not even rallying? Are you okay? They're going to burn down my new farming province, aren't they? Don't you dare. Yes, the royal tax has increased, I'm aware. Have we got anyone over here? Nah, they're so slow to summon. And they're already torching the new settlement. That really, really does suck. Yeah, you guys are just... You're too far away. Was that it? Is that all you did? And now you're running away? Yeah. Of course. What else? What else would have happened in that situation? Right, did they burn anything else down? Did we lose the hunter's camp? Any units have been spotted again? Yeah, are you coming back to fight or are you done? Yeah, we've got a little bit of a fight here, haven't we? Not sure what's going on over here. No, this is certainly one of the stranger wars that we've fought. Let's get these guys into attack. Hopefully they will soon. Are you coming over? It'd be great if you could. Attack these. It's a whole mess of people in and around the forest. They don't summon super quick, do they? It's definitely a bit of an issue here, I feel. Can we get some shots in here? I suppose we're up at the front doing some damage. Retinue has abolished those. So that was a very, very unusual fight. I was hoping to test out the war bows in all honesty, but no dice it appears. Can we get these taken care of? There we go. Family's hungry, I'm not surprised. They've just burnt everything down. So that absolutely trashes our first food province there, which is a real shame. You guys get back home. If you would. And just as you arrive here, I do feel like there needs to be some spawn limitations on those bandits. Like, for them to spawn right by the border and then just immediately burn down everything we create is super irritating. But I think we can deal with it. But yeah, let's bring people back in here. Did we rebuild the hunter's camp? No, let's get that done. We did do the forager's hut though. So let's get those berries back in. And then beyond that, I think we should be okay. We did lose some houses here as well. Let's get them rebuilt. Goodness gracious, that was just pure, pure chaos, wasn't it? Oh, would you look at that? They're only just being summoned now, the crossbow militia. What are you doing? You idiot. You missed the fight. It's definitely not the first time we've had that issue, is it? I do want to move more to crossbows though, so I'm going to get rid of another archer unit and bring in those crossbow militia again. That was absolutely dreadful. That was such a bad fight we just had right there. Our fuel supply is just terrible, isn't it? Are we okay over here? Our firewood supply is really, really terrible at the minute. If we start to catch up again soon. Maybe a sign that at this population size now, we possibly need another firewood cutting camp, right? I think we will go ahead and build that. Where do we want another woodcutter's lodge maybe. Possibly, I guess we can start clearing this side. Let's put this out on the edge of town. We'll start to get some more firewood hopefully. Yo, so that was absolutely diabolical. That was one of the worst fights we've had of the season so far. But beyond that, yeah, we've got 29% approval now. We also have unburied bodies. We're going to have to build a corpse pit. And we don't have the church yet. Yeah, we don't have the church. Corpse pit is logistics, isn't it? So why don't you build this over here, kind of out of town is where I would rather have it. So, yeah, Shack Pit just running out of fuel. Not a storehouse issue, is it? More storehouse people? Did we build that one yet? We did. Stick another family in that. See if that helps. How's the bear doing over here now? Yeah, I really want to get the malt moving between regions from here today. So, this corpse pit is going to have to come into action. So, take people out of the logging camp now. And then we need to get these bodies buried as well. They've already picked the berries, so you can come out of there too. Goodness me, everyone. It's absolute chaos over here, wasn't it? Are the bodies gone now? Have you already buried them? That seemed very quick. Okay. Yeah, previous months, unburied bodies. Okay. So we're starting to stabilize here again a little bit now, which is super important. We need to get the church built. For which we also need stone, which we do not have here. Where is the stone? Let's go ahead and get someone working in the saw pit. Which will need to be repaired as well. Didn't notice that burned down. Oh, this needs to be rebuilt actually, doesn't it? I think that's it. Yeah, so I really feel like the spawns could be slightly more optimized there. Because, you know, if your main army is a bit of a ways away, they can just, you know, flood in right from the border there. It seems a little unfair, maybe. Okay, we've got some stalls here to build as well. Let's get them going. And then, what else is it you want here? Just waiting on clothing and church, aren't we? And then we can start to bring more families in here. Once we have that approval rating. So the ox also died in the attack as well. So we'll pay for another one now. That's why we're getting no lumber moved around here. Cool, the new ox has arrived. He needs to immediately start pulling this. But that was such a disaster for the start of Dawnley, wasn't it? Really, really bad. But it's all part of the fun of Manor Lords, isn't it? When you get attacked right by the border with very little response time. We seem to have slightly recovered at least. So stonecutter camp over here now is also needed. Shack's Pit is getting some exposed goods. Are we getting the firewood back in now? Just about, it would seem. We're really burning through it, aren't we? Is there one of the new buildings using firewood, I wonder? Has, means to supply itself. The malt house wants it. Is that really what's eating into it? I wonder. It probably is, isn't it? It's okay. Let's get some more people in these woodcutters lodge over there then. Let's really stockpile that firewood here if we can. And is everyone okay here? We need to rebuild from the rubble, do we? I feel like they should be able to rebuild market stalls themselves. 25 beer in there now. Cool. Looks like we're starting to keep on top of the booze again, which is good news. This means we can bring a few more plots here up to level 3. Which would be quite tasty. We've got an enormous amount of treasury wealth now, haven't we? I'm going to come into my retinue then. I'm going to buy 2 more. And then I'm going to buy all of you new armor. That'll make them significantly beefier in terms of what they can fight. And there's already mercenaries we want to hire. We've got decent money. I'm going to grab the flock of crazy geese, I think. Where are you boys spawned in at? Where are we here? We are really, really far away, actually. It's fine, though. Come and hang out in the town. Because I think we're going to go to war with Hildebolt in the not too distant future. And we've just got so much treasury wealth now, it's pretty wild. Work area is empty, yeah, you can get out of the foragers' huts now. So we're making a decent amount of crossbows. What's our boyer focusing on right now? Yeah, he is focusing on the crossbows, which I think I'm still happy with. We could even start selling them. I bet they probably sell for more than the bows as well, don't they? And it will be another costed trade route there. Crossbows, so we can't tell till we buy it, 240, okay. That's fine though, another royal tax increase, no problem at all. Everyone's happy over here now. No, we're just waiting on planks now, so pull them out of there and then come start gathering the stone. I'm going to pull someone out of the storehouse temporarily and get them to cut some logs. We just want to get their happiness back above 50% with the church. It should give us enough resources here. In terms of where we're going to put the church. On the corner here should be decent enough. We'll wait for those last 3 bits of timber. There we go. We can finally build the church, which is wonderful. I wouldn't mind letting them totally clear out that stone deposit actually, because I do want lots of fields through here. So I think we'll leave it. We got 10 months worth of food in. Let's chill out on the hunting camp then, and then bring them back into the storehouse. Now let's make the church also the highest priority. And then in the meantime, we can turn our attention to farming. So let's have the farmhouse right by here. And then I really want to focus on barley as our primary crop here. We will also do other ones, but barley is the key. So let's say we ran... Let's go for this green patch here first. That's 1 Morgan. That's perfect. We run a second one in there. 0.5. We can probably make that a little bit bigger. Let's take it up to this sort of space. 1.1. That's perfect. And then I do want the Lord's Manor perched on that cliff, don't I? So let's have a road up there to remind ourselves of that. I wouldn't mind getting that built sooner rather than later, actually. Just need to wait for a little bit more timber. Otherwise, 50% happiness has returned. Church level will be met momentarily, and after that it's clothing supply, for which a tannery should be built. And we'll have this as part of our sort of town centre structure that's happening around here. And then more fields as well. Let's do farming, and then we'll have a field right up alongside our farmhouse. And then let's do one that kind of fills in these spaces behind, right? We can probably get some pretty interesting shapes here. Something like that. And then we can also do one in a second once all that stone is gone, which isn't too far away now. Right, we are managing a fine balance of people here. Back into the woodcutter's lodge. There goes the church. Happiness goes up. Fantastic. With these fields, you again crop rotate. So we want barley year 1. And crop rotate here as well with barley in year 2. And now let's go ahead and complete the 3rd field over here with barley, which again is green and yellow. That's a fertility I can tolerate. Another one in there, and then you will be our 3rd year of barley over here. 80%, still not bad. So that's set up perfectly. I also really want the ploughing station as well, since we just paid for that technology, so it makes sense to have it. And then I also want to upgrade the small stable. Did we get the living space upgrades in here? Yes, we did, didn't we? That's fine. Yeah, I wouldn't mind another ox or farm, really. Can't buy one just yet, can we? No, we can already, we can. We're going to invest in the ox again then, and then I want one of those oxes to be dedicated to the farm. Stone's nearly done. As soon as that stone's done, we're going to put them into the farm. And then I wouldn't mind another burgage plot or two, perhaps. Just so we can have a few extra farm hands on hand. Let's go for here. Something like that. And I want the living upgrades, so let's just do 2 for right now. Again, there's a fine balance between getting too many people in, because obviously there are extra mouths to feed. Cool, let's get those workers in. We really want these fields working this episode. And then we're very nearly done with the stone here too. Do we want to grab the berries while they're in season? Could be a good idea. Food's at 6 months on this side of the farm so far. We should be alright, I think. We should be alright. A trading post here for regional wealth would also go down quite well. So we can start getting some vegetable gardens growing for them. Food variety is going to be important. Cool, there goes the stonecutters camp. Let's demolish that now. And then we've got people over here, right? Yeah, there we go. So this is a really nice technology to get if you're focusing a province on farming. And the ploughing, well, the ox plough makes the fields significantly faster to plough. So with these fields here, again, I'm going to do crop rotation for both of them. We can also add in that extra one we wanted as well now. Again, I think I want to focus entirely on barley. So we need to wait for those supplies to be picked up. That shouldn't be too long. There we go. Yeah, so all these 3 to be crop rotated. Yeah, I think I will focus on barley for the foreseeable, because I want to send it over to Sharkspits. So year 1 you can have barley, you can have barley year 2, and you can have barley year 3. So now we've got 2 fields per year, both working barley. Which should be alright. Whilst we have that spare family, get them back into the hunters, and let's also get the extra living space here too. And I will also preempt a trading post while I'm here. And let's do trade, and we'll have this. Sure, on the edge of town there should be fine. Wonderful. Right, so I think we're okay here now. We should start to produce. Let's also get the pack station in as well, because we will be using that. Let's have that right there. Super. Right. That was chaos, but we are finally established. Let's cause further chaos now by attacking Hildebolt. And pantries are full over here. I'm going to make some more large granary people then. And I also want the communal oven over here now as well, because we are producing bread, which can be used to feed and trade. Let's get someone working in the bloomery. Yes, splendid and tremendous. Let's turn our attention then to war, shall we? So I am going to make a claim, I think, for Tausendbruck, which has a shoal of fish and rich iron deposits, both of which are very nice. We'll claim that with influence. Hildebolt is almost going to surely refute that claim. Yes, there we go. The gauntlet has been thrown. Indeed it has. Rally the merry men. Where are we rallying? Where are you coming from? Over there. Right, so I want to see if we can cheese a little bit of a bottleneck. So let's just organise our men here. Yeah, so let's grab our archers. And I want these, of course, looking over the water. And then let's have our men. Mercenaries up front first. I'd rather they take the damage than the civilians. And then retinue also in here. So I'm not sure how cheesable the AI is going to be over a bridge battle. This is what I'm really looking forward to. This is how I plan to defeat Hildebolt, because he has significantly more numbers than us, which is fine. All planned, all part of the plan. But let's see what happens here, shall we? So I imagine we'll probably have to run a unit over to him to fight. Everyone's happy over here no matter they have that disastrous start to life. Yeah, barley growing in 2 fields. I also wouldn't mind asking the Lord's manor be built over here as well, which we need some more planks, so let's get someone in the saw pit. Wunderbar. Right. Are you guys okay? Are you just hanging out over there? Do you want to come join the rest of your brethren? What are you? You are spearmen. We want you there then. Enemy unit has been spotted. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, so you guys here. And then I think we'll send our retinue out to try and bait them toward the bridge, which we'll see how this pretty massive battle goes. Yet there they go. Come back across. They've seen us. So yeah, I want you boys right in there, and then everyone settle in for what I'm sure will be a fantastic fight. I want you here, your spears. And then let's have you there. Cool, so taking damage from their archers is going to be a cause for concern here, as we engage upon the largest bridge battle we've seen so far in Manor Lords, everyone. Get ready for this. It should be an absolute bottleneck. Get a screenshot of this as well, shall we? Fantastic, look at that. Look at that. So it turns out bridges are very overpowered. There we go. We're taking enemy fire now. Do not allow them to shoot at us. Should be able to make it over there, right? You guys gonna shoot? Okay, shoot on the bridge instance then. Are you going to shoot? Try to reposition them a little bit here. And then make sure we don't take too much fire from those enemy archers. They'll really begin to whittle us down if we're not careful. Otherwise the bridge is holding, isn't it? Get a screenshot of that too. Proper war, everyone. Welcome to Manor Lords. Anyway, we're taking a pound in here. Although, so are their archers too. They are not effective at all at the minute because they're in the trees, I'm guessing. But is that also blocking my shots? I'm not sure. Our mercenaries here are more than holding the line. Got a new message. It is now really the time. So, drop over your claims? No, not. We're literally in the middle of fighting, mate. I am not dropping my claims. Let's fast forward time a little bit here. We have lost a few of our archermen here, which is understandable, although they are breaking through. Please kill them. They ran away, the rest of their archers? No, they've still got some killing power here. Let's fire into the side here. They're all pretty much breaking now, aren't they? Yeah, their enemy AI does not like those bottlenecks, do they? They really can't navigate them very well. Yep. Charge the archers now. Charge the archers. And that should be his claims pretty much broken already. There we go. Wonderful 1-0. We took a bit of a pounding then, I think, didn't we? Let's get everyone home. Tons of bodies on the bridge. Holy crap. So here's the Lord. God. All in his name as well, right? Diabolical. Get a screenshot of that as well. Cool. Yeah, all you guys, although really, I don't want to disband the mercenaries. I suppose we won't really need them just yet, will we? Yeah, everyone go home. Everyone go home. That was brutal. There should be no bodies to bury because we're over here, and we now own Tausendbruck, which is wonderful. That's fantastic, isn't it? We'll have to send another settlers camp over there at some point. Either way, we can now return over here. Looks like our saw pit is fine. Remove you. Let's go ahead and get the Lord's Manor built for Ander over here. There we go. And again, I want this overlooking the town here. Let's just commit to that basic structure, and then we can have that overlook shacks bits, which is very exciting. And there's that barley kicking in now as well. So let's have a look at the pack station configuration for this. So please send barley, which should be a year-round production for them now. In exchange for honey, we've got so much honey being exported from there, so that's fine. And your trade partner is Shack's Bits. And I guess we'll already have the worker in there just now anyway. Should be fine. Fantastic. So our breadbasket province is now starting to pop up. We've got new people living in these houses all the time. We could begin to trade. There's not a lot to trade though just here just yet. We'll have to wait for the farms to kick in. I think we'll stick another family in the farm then in that case. Actually no, let's do another one in the foragers hut here. Cool, that's good news. What was the damage like on the soldiers then? Yeah, we took some casualties then, we did. That's okay, that's okay. Yeah, we also have some houses in mourning as well after those losses. But that'll soon pass, that's no problem. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about tavern supply here. Doesn't seem to be being met. Oh no, there we go, it does just tick over. We do have... Do you want another family in there maybe? We do have the headroom. What we like for upgrades here now. Not enough regional wealth. Okay. Yeah, look at the food. Holy smokes. Just so many vegetables. So many vegetables. Which is... Okay. Where are they being stored? There's a lot of them over here. Cool. But essentially food is no longer a concern over here anymore. We also have 1k planks. Why are planks getting so much love? Let's chill out on the planks a little bit. We don't need that many. Suppose we could also sell some as well actually. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I think we will do that. Let's not stop production. We'll sell them instead. There's extra regional wealth is always welcome. So that should just be general trade. We want to export planks. Let's say anything over 500 should be okay. Fantastic. Again, maybe time for another trade post very soon in Shack's Bits as well. We'll have to see how things grow. We did build these houses as well, so didn't we? Also the Weaver's Workshop. Let's start processing that wool. We've got plenty of malt over here. These guys are transporting it around. So Shack's Bits finally seems to be in a state of enjoyment. Another tax increase, that's okay. Yeah, we'll see these living upgrades as well. Extra families are always needed. And then I wouldn't mind some apiaries too. A bit more honey would be good. Cool. And those apples just about to run out, and we're a month away from another harvest. But they're coming in real nicely now, aren't they? Let's head over to Wildfeld. Everyone over here, we're not super happy with the level of tax. That's fair enough. Let's bring it back down to 10% then. then how are we doing for regular supply over here now? Yeah, everything but the clothing supply. I don't know why they're doing that. We do have shoes in the market. I tell them to overstock again. Yeah, 0% clothing. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Communal oven hasn't got a stock yet. I'm going to take a family out the farm and ask them to go into the oven. I'm going to remove a trade as well and ask them to begin processing stuff at the tannery. Another family out of the trade, and you start hunting animals. That'll supply us with basic food needs here, which will just bump up that happiness a little bit. Very nice. We just unlocked the next level over in Andare as well, which is very cool. Well, not next level, sorry, retinue. Let's look at that. They have the Lord's Manor right on the cliffside. Isn't that just so wonderful? I really like that. Cool, but the breadbasket province is doing well. We should also do a windmill over here as well, because we will eventually be growing wheat here. Well, let's get that built. Let me have it somewhere here. There, should be okay. And I wouldn't mind a few more fields. Yeah, let's have these next set of fields now as Emma. We'll start growing some wheat here. We'll have wheat 1. Wheat 2. Then let's take it to the end of the road. And then wheat 3. Same deal again. Crop rotation enabled for all 3. At year 1 you can have wheat. 99% is very nice indeed. Should have some serious wheat harvest out here now. I wonder, will you come in and plough now? Probably not, right? You're probably out of season. The berries are probably left as well, right? Yes, they have. That's fine. But otherwise, we're okay out here now. That pack station will start running barley. 2 shacks bits, and finally our production chain can come in whole now. Which is such a cool improvement from what we've just been doing so far right now. Our breadbasket province is set up over here, which is looking fantastic. Let's get a screenshot of that. And then our main military province is... could do with some more men still. We could also upgrade them too. What is our blacksmith producing at the moment? I'm going to send him back to Spears for a bit. I think with our livestock trade, I'm going to ask as well for 6 sheep, I think. I think we'll do that. Berries are back in. Let's get some gatherers in there. A new herb garden is also a great addition. I think we're pretty stable here now, right? A year's worth of food and fuel in the back for these people. Plenty of room to go out over here, as we do get some... I'd love to get some new burger spots going anyway. What do we really want to focus these on? I did say I want some more artisans, don't I? We do row homes here. Let's do... I don't want it to be too big. That should be fine. And we'll treat these as more specialised artisans now to help diversify this province a little bit more. We do have unassigned families. We do indeed. How are we doing for market supply here? Yeah, we can kill some storehouse workers. We don't need that many. Cool. And we're also well oversupplied on firewood now as well. So let's kill that second woodcutter's lodge. Fantastic. This is going swimmingly well. We've got some exposed stocks at the storehouse, do we? We do. Let's upgrade to large in both capacities for granary. On the storehouse there too. You won't be working yet, will you? Oh no, you are. You bringing food back? Yeah, you're bringing the honey back now, aren't you? Okay, so there's our first barley harvest. It seemed to go quite well. It gave us 11 sacks, I assume, which isn't too bad. And then there's loads of people plying by hand here, so let's get those extra families in there now. You also have your ox, which is helping you plough the fields. And that's wonderful. There's something very satisfying about the fields in Manor Lords, isn't there? yeah, kind of rise and flow over the hills like that. Really, really cool. Cool, so that's really good. Let's finish the episode by getting the next province established. So we did just win Tausendbruck via war, and it will now become our new province. Administration, let's have a settlers camp. Let's get them right in here. Also, we can afford plentiful. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that, which will give them so many more starting supplies, which is fantastic. So let's get them set up. Absolute basics, of course. We want a logging camp. You can probably... We've got another cliffside here as well, don't we? Where's the nearest bridge here? You know, if we start going to war with Hildebolt, he tends to come from this direction, doesn't he? It's fine. If I claim this province, maybe he'll go to defend that, and we can funnel him into another bottleneck fight, probably here. Yeah. I think we'll do that, because it won't be long, I think, before we wipe out Hildebolt. Super. Let's get this set up. So we want all of our forestry basics. Let's get the saw pit done as well. Initially, we want some burgage plots. Let's run a road up to the lake. We'll certainly base the town around the lake. And then with those initial burgage spaces, we'll do some veg. Let's just do 3, should be fine. And let's just go ahead and set up this province with its basic necessities. We also want a well, which can hang out over here. Bring a road behind the houses here. Super. And then food. The obvious choice for you guys at the minute is clearly the fish. And you'll have a fishing hut there. We also have rich iron here, don't we? So this province is going to function pretty much the same as Wildfeld next door. How are we doing for clothing now? Did that fix it? We should have... You guys are still harvesting, are you? Yeah, there's bits of leather here. I'm guessing that's just an early access bug then, because we do have clothes here, but... then again, it is only a few of them that don't have the clothing supply met. Hopefully the animal and the tannery will help with that. We'll see, anyway. But now with Tausendbruck up and operating, yeah, of course, let's not also forget the basic storage units as well. We want a granary, and we also want the storehouse as well. And then we're also going to request the immediate building of the actual living spaces at Tausendbruck too. Get these set up. Yeah, logging camp, let's go. Woodcutters Lodge, let's go. This is just the homeless stuff over here, isn't it? That'll get tidied up eventually. And then with that second, I'm going to ask for the second living space immediately too. And of course, because we gave them a plentiful supply, we start out with 150 regional wealth, which is very tasty indeed. Means we'll be able to get vegetables growing here pretty much immediately. I also wouldn't mind second ox for them as well, but we'll need the saw pit to do that. Oh, so yeah, you guys grow some veg. Have vegetables over here as well. Storehouse is done. Let's get a worker in there. And then of course we also want our market space too. I'm just going to put this opposite the houses, directly next to the storehouse. And then a family in the granary. And I should tidy up the rest of those suppliers over there too. Fabulous, so that's another province settled. In terms of happiness, yeah, the water's going to get built. We'll do your church next episode. Now we have another province to build out, which is super, super exciting, isn't it? But either way, that feels like a tremendous amount of fun for one episode. With multiple wars, one more successful than the other, the establishment of our breadbasket province, and we've also gone to war with Hildebolt for the first time. I think next episode we'll make a good effort in trying to wipe him off the map entirely, completing our Manor Lords run, which should be quite a lot of fun. Look at that view over there, isn't that great? Superb. Either way, a massive shout out to the patrons that support the channel, with a roll call to the legends that are our golden eggs: Louis Adlin, Oh Hey Casino, Phoenix MD, Andrew Perez, and Bad Wolfo. If you want to get involved in that, links down below to Patreon and Instant Gaming are the best ways to support the channel, if you so wish. Manor Lords is always a ton of fun, especially when things don't quite go your way, exactly like they did in today's fight over the breadbasket province. But a nice fun bottleneck war with Hildebolt as it's seen us through. And I think we should be okay, I think. We'll definitely fight him on those bottlenecks again over the coming episodes. But we do need to rebuild our forces for next time, because we did have quite a few die in that fight as well. But hopefully we can enjoy the view from the Lord's Manor down to Shack's Pits now as well. Isn't that cool? That's so fabulous. Either way, guys, I would like to thank you all so much indeed for watching. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day.